Alrighty guys, so we have got NASCAR 25, a look at actual gameplay at North Wilkesboro for the All-Star race, which is actually pretty cool. We weren't totally sure if this was going to be in the game. It seemed like it would be, and thankfully it is. Honestly, it makes sense with Dale Jr. being involved that he would definitely want this put in, and as we can see, it is here very nicely. So we get to look at just a few views around the track, get to look at, oh, I saw Dasani water over there, that was pretty cool. So that's pretty interesting. Nice little water pack, nice little detail. The kind of blurriness of being in the car and everything else being blurry, kind of weird, but other than that, looks really good. Oh, beautiful looks at the car going onto the track. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at that, very nice. Kyle Lawson, got Cody Ware. Nope, actually that's Corey LaJoy. Yeah, about the same. Anyways, but beautiful looking track. Ooh, look at the sun glare. That is very pretty as we look at the outside view here of William Byron's car. They took a look at the back here. So obviously a lot of NASCAR creators were able to take a look. Obviously I did not, but I was able to look at this live here from somebody else's video. And I gotta say, it looks really good. If you want to see more commentary from people that actually got to see this live, I think Michael Roots was able to take a look along with, I believe, Gowin, and seems like there's somebody else that I know I saw. I think there's a few people, but those are the two that I know I actually saw videos pop up, and I was like, ooh, let's take a look. So if you guys want to have insight from what that live look at the game was, definitely go check out those guys to get to watch this live. But anyways, this looks really good as we get to see the car moving along here. It looks really good. We got the nice timer up here, so take a look at the take up here. Also take a look at my nice new green mouse. It looks really good. So yeah, that looks really good. So anyways guys, in another video though, we will be talking about getting my computer back, because that was an ordeal, but thankfully we are back to recording, so that works out really good. So there we go. We had our settings menu there in game mode. We got advanced setup here. Let's go back a little bit. So we're going to see our menu right here. So resume settings and return to garage. That's good. We'll keep on looking through this. We got, it's quite a video here, but anyways, taking a look here at setups. We got our quick setup, neutral. We can change this to RB, so there's probably more settings that we can switch up there, but we can go to tight, we can go to loose, and currently it's a neutral, so we can back and save, and of course adjust setup right there. So there might be an extra option on what we can do with the setup by hitting RB there, it looks like, but this right here is the quick setup neutral, so potentially there's more options on how to fine-tune how the car drives. And apparently there is a whole nother menu in basic game settings. Let me go back a little bit here. So like actually in the settings, there is an option. So there we go, session info, quit session, advance. We also got the setup cars, so there you go. That was a pop-up there from the crew chief. But anyways, but in the settings, much like NASCAR Heat 5, thinking along those lines, you could go into NASCAR Heat 5, you can adjust the assists of the car. You could also adjust how the car interacts with the AI. There was also like I believe you could adjust if your tires went faster, like if they wore faster, fuel, if you ran out of fuel faster. You could also change how the AI worked as well, if they were able to save fuel and stuff like that. So you had a bunch of different adjustments in NASCAR Heat 5 for that, which honestly was a lot of fun, because you could really customize it depending on how long of a race you were running, and it made it for a fun experience. But right here you can see we got just a basic setup right now, so maybe there's some more setups beyond RB, but it sounds like from what a bunch of guys that I watched very quickly said, it sounds like a bunch of the added setups are going to be in settings, how your car drives, how the characteristics of your car drives. So that's pretty interesting. So let this keep on playing. I'm going to take a sip of water. Alright, so back out on track for, I believe, more practice here. Yep, that's more practice. Car going back on out after some adjustments. You can see your go time here. We can see our RPMs. We can see our gear, also draft and stuff like that. So all that we can see pretty easily, which is pretty cool. Let's skip ahead here a little bit. See what we got. Ooh, we got some indoor view here. So there we go. Following Kyle Busch. Beautiful croissants on that car. really, the Cheddar's paint scheme is underrated. It is a really, really good paint scheme. I really do like that. That is one nice looking car. But anyway, so you see the your HUD changes information because you got all of it right there. You can see our water temp. How many laps have we been on track? Lap 8. Looking at the minutes that were on there. And that's as high as our temp is. That's pretty low on the water temp. I mean, depending on... I guess it might be cooler, but still, that seems like the temp isn't very warm for how long you've actually been driving. That's kind of interesting. Oh, and then we also get this shot here. This is one of my favorite shots. So obviously, let's talk about this here real quick, though, before we get to... There we go. That one then back there. This is cool. So this is our practice results here. Very nice screen. I gotta say, the menus and screens for this look very nice. Nice and modern. It looks good. It looks like a broadcast, which I really do like. So this is very, very nice. You can also see all the different teams listed. So all those nice logos are in the game, which is nice. So you know who's racing for who, which should be pretty easy if you're paying attention. But still, nice to get the team's logos in there. So that looks good. We also had the fastest laps from Christopher Bell. So that's cool. You get all the different driver photos. And then this shot right here. So obviously we had start session, skip session, and also I do like the times and everything on there for qualifying and whatnot. It just that's a really nice feature. Just makes it feel like a broadcast, which is definitely cool. But then beautiful shot of the car here, just absolutely gorgeous of the car with the sun rays. Just beautiful, absolutely beautiful shot. And then we go to the next menu, where we can go to advanced. Car starts up, starts vibrating a little bit. You got the car actually sitting back on pit road. The only thing I don't like is the non-continuity, basically, where you have all the cars sitting on pit road, and then once you actually hit pit road, all the cars disappear. Which I bet that there's some sort of glitch, or they wanted to prevent glitches, because people would probably try doing qualifying to run down pit road and smash all those cars. So I'm betting that that's what the issue is. But still, just the lack of continuity there for the session is like, there's cars behind me waiting to qualify, and then I actually get out onto the session where I get to drive and all the cars disappear. So that's a little bit just funny. It's not a deal breaker or anything. It's just funny. So anyways, so there you go. See the qualifying there. And then we go into the start session. So there we go. Got the lap times all again, which is really cool. And then beautiful shots here. We got a little bit, looks like the hazard light right there was... Actually, I'm not sure what that was. Something's gleaming off of that. Some nice shots at the track. Looks really, really good. We got some nice fireworks going on in the background. Beautiful America flag. Beautiful fireworks there. Nice fireworks. Oh, wow, whoa, whoa, wow. Very nice fireworks. Wow. That's a whole presentation. Now, what I did not hear anyone say is, like, if there's, like, a... Obviously, you're going into the mode. If there's, like, any, like, a real... Like, I think I've heard some audio where there's kind of a announcer in the background. I'm not really heard if there's, like, a guy that actually comes and is like, oh, let's get ready to go race and race fans or anything like that. Oh, I like how they switched this to green. So, I mean, it really gives you that little bit of broadcast feel to the game, which that is nice. And also, interesting, so we're racing here in session. I'm guessing it's a quick race, and we've got 39 vehicles on the grid for the All-Star race. I'm going to guess it's going to be a little bit smaller in career mode, I would hope, but we'll find out. Also, nice hit there on the wall there, too. Here we got the Arby's mobile. We got Arby's. We have the meats. Ooh, need a roast beef sandwich now. Alrighty. Well, that's cool, but also just look at the trees. The trees look good. The billboards look good. It looks really, really good here at North Wilkesboro, so very, 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 very nice. Alright, so here we go. Here's the end, and also you can see restart race, continue, and replay mode. Now, what I heard, and I might be wrong in this, but I believe what I heard was, obviously, this is replay mode right here. Now, look at the replay mode. What do you notice about it? Maybe a little glitchiness, but smooth. It's like a little frame rate stuttering, but it is smooth. Now, compare that to what we saw in the trailers. Yeah, so there's like a little bit of stuttering there, but it is very minimal. I mean, the gameplay looks really, really smooth here. And this is all replay mode. So what I heard is that the shots that they were getting in-game for some of the trailers, a lot of the shots where we noticed a lot of the stuttering, are not actual replay cameras in the game. and that's why there was a stuttering issue. So that makes a lot better sense, and I wish they would have actually come out and said that when they dropped those, because I noticed a lot of people had concerns. I definitely had concerns about that because the frame rate looked very, very bad when the cars are coming around the tri-oval of Daytona. Oh, beautiful shot there of the car getting loose. That looked great. But coming around the tri-oval and the cars are popcorn popping over the start line because the frames drop and suddenly they move up several feet. It's like, that was ridiculous. But thankfully it sounds like those shots that we were concerned about, those on actually not in-car or in-game camera views, and that's why they were having issues, because they were going in through the development. And look at that, right on cue, we go to Lime Rock Park, and this is actually one of the custom paint schemes. Also, we get Chevy SS's. Dude, we get to drive Chevy SS's again. That's awesome. That is awesome. Also, we get the nice plug there for Harley EFI systems. Beautiful General Tire and all that. Beautiful looking race car coming out on track here. Nice shot inside the cab. Very small cab. I had not realized how small of a cabin size those cars had. But look at Lime Rock. That is nice. Nice track map. Man, that track looks good. I think I saw a floating tree over there, though. But, ooh, yeah, there we go. Coming to the line. Going into the braking zone. Car a little bit on the loose side, looks like. So from what I heard, this shot's from one of the devs driving exclusively in-car. So you get a view for that. And the POV, really not that bad. I think there's one more shot where you can get a little further away from the steering wheel. So you're a little bit further back in the seat. I think there's one more camera shot. That would probably be my preferred. Oh, also here's the hill. Oh, wow. The TV broadcast of this race did not do that hill justice. That is insane. That is a beautiful track. I know it's short, but man, that is a beautiful looking track. That is cool. I like Lime Rock Park. That is one cool track. And also, look at all the trees they had to put into this. That's insane. That is beautiful. Also, 22nd. Good. I'm not sure what the field size is. We'll probably find that out a little bit further down here. Let's see here. What do we got? 22nd out of a 34 car field. That's pretty good. That is really, really good. So here we see in-car cam, all the cars racing around, racing in line. They haven't really sorted themselves out yet on the road course. But look at that. The AI is cool. Actually trying to pass and all that. Ooh, beautiful car right there. The number 76. That is a pretty car. But man, that looks good. Rear view mirror looks a little bit on the low quality size. But I mean, technically, I mean, you're not really looking at the rear view mirror for quality anyways. And I'm speaking as a driver. You're not really looking at it to be high definition, so you can see the whites of the eyes of the person behind you. Ooh, nice look. So we can switch to look behind us individually, so we can actually, instead of having to rely on the rearview mirror, we can look behind the car. Nice to know. But you just need to be able to see, okay, where is the car behind me? You just need to be able to glance up and see that shot real quick of, oh, there's a car. There's the car. He's still there. He's still there. That's all you really need to know. You don't need a high definition. So as long as that helps with gameplay and stuff, not being glitchy or anything, I'm fine with having a slightly lower resolution mirror myself. It's a nice feature to have just to know what's behind you. So it's not imperative to have high quality mirror. Ooh, getting loose there. Alrighty. I like that very, very much. That looks good. See if we can squeeze along here a little bit. See if we get any of the shots. Alright, here we go. And here we go, replay mode. So we got start, finish, camera, toggle overlays, and pause. Those are your options there. Ooh, you also get a replay animation there. You also get lap 1 and where's your position at. That's cool. Taking a look at this track though from the outside view. I also saw that there is 5. That's right, 5 different paint schemes, custom paint schemes that you can do for each series. So that's pretty cool. So that's 20 paint schemes that you can make and save. So that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if you can cross those over. Like some games I know you can actually like save and then apply that over to one of the other cars. I think that's one of the Outlaw games does that, if I remember correctly. But anyways, not sure if that does that, but still, cool. Lots of paint scheme options to be able to work on and put together. And then obviously you have Leave Race Weekend here. Nice menu. Nice camera angle there as well. Alright guys, so taking a look at the menu. So this is Quick Race. So obviously you had all 3 series that you could select from there. Here you go. So you got at least, actually no, so there's only 4. Alright, so there's only 4 customizations for ARCA. Alright, well that's fine. That works. Oh, Xfinity, which technically is alrighties. You have a bunch of custom page schemes you can do. Anyways, here we go. We get to see modes. And so this is cool. So this is gameplay. So here you go. A difficulty preset of Expert, Manual Transmission, Brake Smoothing, Car Identifiers. Please turn that off. Hallelujah, we can. Race Day Cutscenes, all modes. Cockpit Steering Wheel on. Digital Dash Style 2. So you can switch that around. Interesting. We got full damage on. We've got... Ooh, I want to see if that pops up on the screen. So let's go here. I want to see if that selects, because I want to see if it pops up in the info here. Alright, choose between automatic manual transmission. Yep. Brake smoothing. Call identifies position and name. Yep. All modes. Ooh, here we go. So here we go. So about race day cutscenes. All modes enables them in all modes. Career only enables them in career mode only. Okay. None turns them off in all modes. Race day cutscenes are not available in online mode. Okay, so that's good to know. There we go. There's that, and here we go. Damage. Light damage reduces the damage your car experiences. Full damage results in more realistic consequences for damaging car components. So you can have light damage and full damage. So potentially it sounds like there might be more damage options, but those are the 2 that are at least visible right here on the damage thing at the moment. So that's what we know for sure. Then race length, we got 13% or greater allow you to turn on multi-race stages. So typical NASCAR Heat 5 stuff. Set your length to 4% or greater to allow for more tire wear and flag options. So that's going to be this right here. 25% race with 4 times tire wear will result in the same number of pit stops as the full event, but can be completed much faster. Experiment with different race length and wear rate combinations to find what works best for you. So I know for me, especially if it's like Cup Series and whatnot, I kind of like keeping it at that 13% length, but then have like 3 times tire wear and fuel consumption, just so that way you can get a whole race into a video for sure. Have not heard if there are DNFs in the game. I don't believe so from what the damage thing kind of looked like, so not sure if that's an option. Supposedly there is like 23 seconds of damage repair that you had to be done, and that's not including like switching tires and stuff, is what I heard one of the creators that actually got to see this live said that actually happened. So that's pretty interesting. Keep on going down. Player tire wear, so we've seen this, less wear, more wear. That's the same as NASCAR Heat 5. Tire wear grip fall off, once again the same as NASCAR Heat 5. Yellow flags, we got strict, relaxed, off, NASCAR Heat 5, so same options there. About black flags, that black flags enforces pit road speeding and driving in the wrong direction penalties. Ooh, okay. So there is, wait a minute, pit road speeding. I thought we couldn't drive our car on pit road. So how's that going to work? Is it like a random penalty that just popped up? I don't know, but last time I checked, we were not allowed to drive on pit road by ourselves, so how's that going to work? Anyways, moving on. Stages, we got multi-race, so we can do single race stage, so hallelujah. So we can race without stages if we so desire, or we can race with stages if we so desire, so that's cool. So that's also, once again, same as NASCAR Heat 5, and we also had, go back just one here. Let's see, multi-race and quick qualify. We have that we can switch around as well. Also looking up here, we got career mode settings, so we can change things in there. We got driving settings. We have the AI settings, which that's nice because I know NASCAR Heat 5, it kind of got confusing where all the AI settings were because they kind of dispersed throughout all the different menus. But it's going to have its own menu, it looks like, right here. So that's going to be nice to be able to go in and adjust if needed. We got controls, we got display, audio, and credits, and of course advanced controls as well, which I'm going to assume is probably for those running a sim rig with a wheel shifter and all that, is what I would assume that is. So that's pretty cool. So nice look at the settings, that is cool. And then the main issue that I heard everybody complain about, the day to night transition. We went from day to now night in between the stage ends. We gotta fix that. Next game, we want that fixed. Or maybe the next game, but still. Please, we want realistic day-to-night transitions. Please. Also, temperature, maybe. Temperature would be nice too, but we would at least like a realistic day-to-night transition and not just stage break switching it. Because obviously, then if you race this and you don't have stages on, then it won't switch, as we've seen with NASCAR Heat 5. But anyways, it would be nice. Really nice. Also, a beautiful look at just now guy's car with the corn there on the side of the car. That thing looks really, really nice. That is a good looking car there right beside. So that is cool. Alright, fast forwarding here a little bit, we should be getting close to what I believe is a wreck. We get to see our first little look at damage here on Justin Guy. A little bit of damage there on the rear end of the car. Don't see a whole lot of side damage there. But yeah, definitely a bunch of rear end damage on the cars. We haven't seen if like piece. Ooh, here we go. Back. Gotta go back. So anyways, we haven't seen any like parts of the car fall off yet, which I assume is going to be kind of hard to do. Okay, look at the front end. There we go. So side. We got scuffs on the side. Keep it coming around. Also, we got iRacing Arcade on there. Nice idea to get a little bit of free promotion in for your next game. That's a good idea. And then here we go. Front end damage. Look at this. The hood's kind of popped up. We got a bunch of scuffs down the side. Nothing really messed up with the splitter, but you can see that there's a dent right above the wheel well there. So that's pretty cool. So that nice look at the damage model. Now, honestly, at Daytona, with that style of collision, seems like there would be a lot more. But still, that's a decent looking damage model nonetheless. One thing I am going to say here. So Daytona, okay? Daytona. I've watched several races at Daytona, both on TV and live. I'm going to point out something that should not be happening. 94 car is hitting the 7 car. Watch the 7 car. The 7 car is spinning, and he's still stuck to the front nose of this 94 car. You hit that car is already going straight to the wall. He should already be in the wall. He's still not in the wall. He should be in the wall already. With how fast these cars are going, he should already be in the wall. So let's watch this from the view here. So this is my only critique in the racing physics here. Alright, so we're going to watch this again. And here we go. So after watching multiple races at Daytona, specifically the Ryan Newman wreck. Remember watching that one. That was a hot stopper. So right here. He's already loose. He hits. That actually straightens him out. That should not straighten him out. Hitting right there, he should be going even further into the wall. So I'm going to guess this the stability of the AI is on, because that should definitely not be happening. If that's stability on, then that makes sense. But without stability on for the cars, he should not have been able to say that. He should already have been in the wall all the way back there. So watching that, yeah, and then just sticking to the cars, yeah, that should not be happening whatsoever. I do also notice that the lights changed for the yellow, so that's pretty cool there. So that's a nice little feature. Then you got the yellow flag here and all of our informational and car stats, aero, and all that. Looks really good, and also shows us a nice little change in the light there, so that's good. But still, that should have been a far faster wreck than it was. It should not have dragged out for how long it did. It should have been much, much faster. So I'm going to guess that the AI was on super impressive stability and low impact is what I'm going to assume, because just now guy there should have definitely have already been wrecked out before that. Definitely. Also, 2 other features that I forgot to talk about is the game will not have a choose rule, although we see the choose cone in this shot right here. Perfectly visible. But there will not be a choose rule in the game, so that's disappointing. But I think we'll live, but it would have been nice to have that, since that is such a key factor now to actual NASCAR racing, since it's so important to that. Would have been nice to have that, but it's not going to be in the game. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Also, another feature that will not be in game is the ability to celebrate. So actually, we've digressed a little bit, as NASCAR Heat 5 had the ability to be able to actually do a burnout in celebration. Was it really that important? Maybe not. I mean, it was a lot of fun though. But is that something that we absolutely needed to be in the game? Not necessarily. But it's fun. It's fun. It's a fun added feature to be able to have. Hopefully we get that in the later game, because it's just fun. It's fun to be able to rip your tires off for the fans as the crowd noise just amplifies as everyone's cheering for you as you're the winner, or booing you. That would be interesting if you have a bad reputation in career mode and you're doing a burnout after you win a race and everyone's booing you. That would actually be hilarious. But those are two features that are not in the game, confirmed, will not be able to have a choose rule or to do burnouts in victory for victory. I haven't seen Victory Lane, actually. Let's see. Do we have a shot of that? Ooh, we actually do. Alrighty, so let's take a look at that. Alright, call comes to an end. We win. Hallelujah. Xfinity race. Let's see Victory Lane. And there we go. We also got some warnings up there for the devs. But there we go. Driver climbing up onto the door. Very dangerous. But a little victory right there. And also we don't have our beautiful photo. No. It also suspiciously looks like Austin Hill. Interesting. But there you go. You get to see all the different drives and stuff. So anyways, that is it for us today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. We'll have more content coming out hopefully in future. We'll hopefully be talking to you about what happened to my computer in another video, along with some Project Cars. Some Project Motor Racing, basically Project Cars, but Project Motor Racing got some information about that game, which is rather interesting, and a trailer for that I want to go take a look at after this. So anyways, guys, that is it for us with NASCAR 25. A lot of stuff I've got to go edit. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you haven't checked out the merch shop, please do so, and we'll see you guys here next time. God bless.